Guests or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. It's a beautiful day outside. Cold, but a beautiful, our weather center here says it's 41 degrees. I walked over today, and it seems a little colder than 41, but that's okay. It's a beautiful day out there. As long as you're bundled up, get outside and enjoy the sunshine, huh? Hey, What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Boss Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe, Seal Coating and Line Striping. By the way, in case I didn't say it, we are having open conversation today. Both lines are currently open. Give me a call on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. A couple things on my list here. All righty. The Steeler victory, 34-12 over the Cincinnati Bengals yesterday. Aaron Rodgers left the game just before the half. Concerns on his left wrist. I don't have an update for you on that, but Mason Rudolph came in relief and did, I thought, a very nice job. To me, I kind of saw a little bit of a spark in the offense that just wasn't, I don't know. Maybe it's just me looking that I didn't want Aaron Rodgers in the first place to sign with the Steelers. He is, so be it. Maybe that had something to do with it on my part, but Mason Rudolph did I thought, a very good job coming in relief. No word at this point in time concerning Aaron Rodgers' injury, and since it's his left wrist, I don't know. Can they bandage it in such a way that he'll be able to play since he throws with the right? So they head to Chicago and take on the Bears next Sunday, and the Bears are 7-2, I think, and lead their division. So a nice turnaround for the Bears. That'll be a very interesting game next week. Let's see what else here is going on. You heard this on the news. The Pittsburgh International Airport, their new terminal opens tomorrow. So for you frequent air travelers out there, I can't remember I think the last time I flew, and it wasn't even out of Greater Pitt. So I can't remember the last time I flew out of Greater Pitt, quite frankly. So anyway, but you frequent air travelers, are you looking forward to this new terminal? President Trump has kind of reversed course here, and he is urging the Republican House and then the Republican Senate to release the Epstein files. He's saying this is nothing but a big distraction, and he just wants it out there and to deal with it over one time and say, here, this is what's going on or what went on. We're done with it. Let's move on. I think that's what he is the direction he's wanting to go. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case concerning immigration. So there is a question when a person meets with an American official requesting asylum. The question is when they meet with that person, whether it's on this side of the border of Mexico or on Mexican property, is that considered being here, having reached their destination? Because there's two different, if it's considered meeting with an official that they are on American soil, that they have to be granted at least temporary asylum, until things are investigated, or do they stay in Mexico while it's investigated? So the Supreme Court is going to basically look into the definition of arriving. Did the immigrant arrive at the United States when asking for asylum? Not sure when that hearing is going to be and when they would release their opinion. Okay, in light of the government shutdown, which has come to an end, it has revived the debate: should air traffic controllers be privatized? In other words, should they be employees of a private business and no longer under the purview of the federal government? One argument is that future shutdowns, air traffic controllers would not be affected by it. They would still show up at work and still get paid. We wouldn't have this backlog and slowdown and cancellation and delays of flights across the country. So privatize or not? What do you think on that one? Hey, here's a nice one. This is nice news for the Pittsburgh area. So earlier this year, back in the summer, Realtor.com said that the Pittsburgh metropolitan area is the only major metropolitan area to be the first area where a first-time homeowner would pay less than in renting. So in other words, your mortgage is going to be less than it would be to rent. And Pittsburgh is the first metropolitan area to get that distinction. Over what time period? I don't know. I just know that. But most recently now, Realtor.com, through their own economists, their studies, their surveys, whatever, has said that Pittsburgh metropolitan area has the lowest median listing price of homes. The median price in Pittsburgh, $250,000. So in other words, if I remember my statistics right, my percentages right here and averages, there's an equal number of homes listed above 250,000 as there are listed below $250,000. That 250 is actually 150,000 below the national median average. So very interesting. Nice news for Pittsburgh there. All righty. So President Trump, in the past, he has sued ABC, he's sued CBS over, basically it boils down to defamation, to bad editing, selective editing of pieces, and he's been successful at that. Well, he is now threatening a $5 billion suit against BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, for a piece they did on the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots. Again, selective editing. BBC, two top officials at the BBC have resigned, admitting that, they handled that all poorly and they have resigned. BBC itself has said they will not be rebroadcasting that piece. But that threat from President Trump is still out there. And your thoughts on that? Okay, so I have two fun little questions, polls, to work with. Thanksgiving. We're a week and a half away from Thanksgiving. Not even a week and a half, I guess, at this point. So your favorite, pumpkin pie or apple pie? And does it matter whether it's, store-bought or homemade? So apple pie or pumpkin pie? Let me know. And then the other one, this one just popped into my mind as I was getting ready for the show, listening to the music of your life here on WMBS. Karen Carpenter, We've Only Just Begun, was playing. And just a beautiful voice Karen Carpenter had. And she left us far too young. Far too young. What performer that has left us do you wish was still here performing? Still recording, still releasing new material? There's a ton. There's a ton to think of, quite frankly. And whether it's Frank Sinatra who lived I think Frank was 90 when he passed away. Whether is Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin or Karen Carpenter, Mama Cass from the Mamas and the Papas, Janis Joplin, whoever it might be. Who do you miss and who do you wish was still creating new music, new recordings? So that's my question. Those are my two of my poll questions. Everything else, I want your comments on and your thoughts. And of course, if there's something else that you want to chat about, by all means, that's fine. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. We're going to go ahead and, we'll just take our first break of the afternoon as we get ready for your phone call. So again, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Give me a call, and we'll take those calls right after this.
Hi, folks. Sal Santori here, inviting you to tune in for our new show, 100% Truth, right here on WMBS 590 AM and 101.1 FM. We talk with neighbors about what current proposed legislation could do to our community service providers like our fire companies, VFWs, and favorite bars and restaurants, just to name a few. Join us every Sunday morning at 6, Monday drive at 5:15, and Tuesday to start your lunch at 11:15.
Hey love, I'm Tiffany from Tiffany Smith Fine Art Studios, serving up confidence boosts in Periopolis in our brand new luxury studio in downtown Pittsburgh. I'm not just here to take your picture, I'm here to help you remember who you are. Whether it's been a wild few years or you're just feeling a little blah, this is your permission slip to feel powerful again. You'll laugh, maybe cry, and leave feeling like that girl. Book your experience at TiffanySmithFineArtStudios.com because you deserve to be seen.
For professional cleaning services, Clean and Shine in New Stanton is the place for you. They provide commercial and residential cleaning, porter services, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, construction cleanups, and car cleaning. For free estimates, call 724-691-0413, email info@cleanandshine14.org, or visit their website, cleanandshine14.org. We clean so you can shine.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
There's no place like home, and no thing like winning. Now, till the end of November, just be the sixth caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
And and you'll win $30 worth of Snow Place Like Home scratch-off tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery with festive fun and 10 top prizes of $20,000. Play today and let it snow winnings. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation today on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so no waiting. Give me a buzz. Got a bunch of things on my list to talk about, but by all means, we're not going to hold ourselves to that. If there's something else you want to talk about, give me a buzz. We'll chat about that as well. So pumpkin pie, apple pie. You know what? I love them both. Can I say that? And here's something else. If you're doing it homemade, do you make your own crust from scratch, or do you buy the store-bought crust? So, given the time, I would much prefer to make my own crust. Given the time. Having said that, the store-bought is a pretty good substitute. So we'll just leave it at that, huh? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir.
That's Mark calling.
How you doing today, Mark?
I'm fine. Hey, I'm sorry my joke with Paul McCartney didn't go the way I thought it would. You know, when I called him on Friday.
I don't even remember at this time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought everybody there knew that he was a vegetarian and that he was a part of the animal rights group. They opposed the slaughter of animals for meat.
PETA?
I guess that's it. He's a part of some group.
I belong to PETA.
Really?
Yeah, people eating tasty animals.
Okay. I get the joke on that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought, hey, Paul and his friends, there go our Thanksgiving turkey.
Well, maybe they have a tofu turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me want to upchuck right now just thinking of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Paul let me steal trout fish.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, about football. Let's talk about football. Well, hey, the Panthers didn't put up the battle I thought they would.
No, that was a shame.
Yeah, I thought, even if they lost, if they just battled them to the fourth quarter and lost in the last 5 minutes or something, I'd have been happy with that.
Yeah, Ron's going to be insufferable, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he does his show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, the Steelers. Hey. I hope Mr. Rogers is ready for the game next year, as far as I'm concerned.
So you want to stick with Mason?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey. The Steelers won the time of possession by 10 seconds. I was looking at the stats this morning. You know, I went out and had breakfast at the Ralph. Not the Ralph. What was it? One of the restaurant on Route 40, and I looked at stats and whatnot. And hey, they won it by 10 seconds. That time of possession. Everybody's saying they don't win the time of possession anymore.
No, they don't.
Well, they won it by 10. They won it by 10
yeah.
seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they won. They won.
Yeah.
And you know, it was nice. An interception return for a TD, a fumble return for a TD.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just one sack on the defense, but hey, that's all right.
Yeah. I hope the offense, keeps ticking. Warren ran for 6.6 yards of carry, and Gainwell and Johnson. I hope they do their bit.
And,
I hope they really play like a team.
And Washington at tight end, he is just so fun to watch.
Oh yeah, he's a monster out there. They don't know what to do with him.
He's a monster. That one run where he just stiff-armed the one and pretty much carried, the Cincinnati Bengals the rest of the way before he finally came.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey, well, a couple other things about the housing market here in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Well, the only thing I can think is why it's so cheap is because nobody wants to come here.
Well, maybe that's going to start changing with these, Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but
I don't know why though, because Pittsburgh for years has been listed as one of the most livable cities, and rankings when it comes to restaurant options are climbing. Recreational opportunities are climbing, and entertainment is climbing, and so livability is just climbing altogether in the Pittsburgh area. So we're not the smoky city that we were back in the 60s and 70s.
No, because the steel mills are all practically gone.
I mean, Pittsburgh has really reinvented itself.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
let me see. Last thing for Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie with the whipped cream.
Okay. All right.
Pumpkin pie with the whipped cream and
homemade or store bought.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
And I miss Dusty Springfield.
Okay. All right. Refresh my memory. Dusty Springfield was what genre of music?
1960s. She was part of the British invasion.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. She had a terrific voice.
Okay.
She died a few years back. I'm sure she died like 25 years ago.
Yeah. All right. All right. One thing, I'd mentioned Karen Carpenter. And
she died about 40 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got her. I got a greater hits album here, about 20 hits on it. I played once in a while. Yeah, I got her greatest hits album here.
And a lot of people, she was the drummer between her and her brother. He was piano, she was drums and sang.
She first started out playing the drums, singing. No, that doesn't look right, Karen.
But you know what? She was one heck of a drummer.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said.
I've seen some stuff on the internet, and there was I'm trying to remember. There was a poll where I can't remember which famous rock drummer that she came in ahead of the rock drummer, and I mean she was that good.
Yeah, she was a singer and who was a drummer.
Yep.
At the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Phil Collins, drummer and singer.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr. Okay, the singing maybe we're stretching it a little bit.
Hey, he was a Beatle. Everybody loves a Beatle.
There you go. Yes. So,
Okay, Russ, that's all I got for today.
Hey, Mark, thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That opens up another line. That means we're back to 2 lines being open. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Boy, you know what? I'm coming back to the pumpkin pie, apple pie bit. If the apple pie is fresh out of the oven and it's nice and hot and a flaky crust, I think I'm going to have to go with apple pie. But if it's cold, give me the pumpkin then. So I don't know. Does that make me wishy-washy when it comes to pie? I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't think so. So, all righty. What else you want to chat about here, huh? Hey, just to let you know, tonight here on WMBS, we have college basketball. Bucknell University is taking on Pitt. That starts at, 6:30 is pregame on that, and 7 o'clock is game time. And then NFL, Dallas Cowboys at the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll join that game in progress after the Bucknell-Pitt game. So we'll just segue right on in. From basketball to football, you won't even have to get up to do anything to the dial. We'll just automatically segue right into the football after the basketball's over. So that's what's happening tonight here on WMBS. So we've got the rest of your day taken care of. So no need to do anything. All right? Okay. I think it's interesting that I guess I really didn't realize that this was a thing, the question that the Supreme Court is going to take up. What's the definition of arriving in this country? What's the definition of arriving in this country when it comes to immigration? I didn't even realize that was I thought they had to present themselves at the border, at which point some kind of interview takes place. Now, what's that mean? Do they have to actually cross the border to ask? Is that arriving, or just coming to the border and asking for asylum and having their interview in Mexico? Is it just the fact that they have made it that far and maybe had a conversation with a government official? That's basically what this argument is about. So it'd be interesting to see how that progresses. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Good.
Hey, way I studied asylum and asking for asylum to enter the country was you go through a port of entry.
Uh-huh.
And you say you ask for asylum because things happen in your country, whether you're being politically discriminated against or other things, I guess, and you ask for it, and the judge grants you that, and then you have to have a hearing.
Right.
Which might take up to a year. While that year you stay in the United States.
That's been my understanding too. And I'm sorry, is this Pete by chance?
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah,
right.
Hi, Pete.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, and that's the way I studied it when I was in high school. I studied a lot of history.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way it comes about. But the trouble is, Trump laid off a lot of immigration judges and never reappointed them. So it takes a whole lot longer to have your hearing.
Well, but that's not the question right now, Pete. The question being is arriving here like you and I, like you just described it, or I guess there are instances, and maybe the Trump administration is doing this, where a government official has an office in Mexico and does the initial interview there. So
that was never set up before under the Constitution. That's not under the Constitution.
But-
In other words,
but
President
it-
Trump changed it.
But it's not, again, it's not inside the boundaries of the United States. It's taken place outside. So a lower court has ruled that, yes, they consider that having arrived, and therefore they should be granted at least temporary asylum until their hearing comes up. The Trump administration is arguing, no, they haven't arrived because the initial interview took place outside of the country, and they have to wait inside Mexico before their hearing comes up. And so, so that's what the lower court has said. No, they have arrived. You got to let them in, and that's what the Supreme Court's going to hear.
Right. My dad came to this country in 1898, and he was I guess somebody vouched for him. I forget the word he used. He came to Baltimore. He was 11 years old.
Okay.
He went to Hunker, Pennsylvania, and went straight into the coal mines.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took him 5 years to get his citizenship.
Okay.
And then he got it. Okay. But what I'm recognizing today, I don't recognize this country at all. I mean, I'm seeing on television all the things that's going on with, I call them the brown shirts. To me, they look just like what I studied about the Jewish people in Germany, about how Hitler started these brown shirts and rounded up Jewish people and turned them over to the concentration camps. And that's the way I'm looking at it now. I can't believe we're so mean and so cruel that we can't, if we let these people in and they ask for asylum, that we can't give them hearings and stuff without rounding them up, beating them up, ship them out, and then the people that arrest them, they wear masks and hide just like the brown shirts did. And to me, that disturbs me. It's not the same kind of country we had.
Okay, but Pete, I on one level, I understand exactly what you're saying. Okay, but you got to take this into consideration here. You're talking really apples to oranges here. And when I say that, the Gestapo brown shirts, and they were actually two different organizations. They were going after their own citizens. The Jews
Jewish people, right?
The Jews in Germany were German citizens. They were going after their own people who had a legal right to be in that country.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but the Jewish people came to Germany. They came to Germany, same as these are immigrants are coming to America.
But they were legal citizens of Germany, Pete.
Well, I don't see the difference. I don't see the point. The difference.
But here's the difference here. You know, the ICE agents, immigration control agents, they're going after criminals.
Well, I don't see them going after criminals. I see them on television deporting kids. I seen on there this morning where they deported a mom and left a 2-year-old in the house. I see them beating up priests and beating up pastors. That was on television over the weekend. I mean, these people were out of control, in my opinion, and somebody has to be allowing them to do that.
Mm-hmm. So let me finish here. So in these instances so first off, when an immigrant comes to this country illegally, they've broken the law right away. Their first act upon
not if they ask for asylum.
This is two different things. This is two different things, Pete. There's those that come and they're asking for asylum and they're getting an initial interview, and that U.S. officials is making a determination as to whether, okay, yeah, we're going to grant you temporary asylum. Here's your paperwork that allows you to stay until your hearing takes place. As opposed to immigrants that have crossed the border illegally, so their first act upon coming to the United States is breaking the law. Every day that they are here is breaking the law. All right? A lot of these illegal immigrants, there was absolutely no background checks on them whatsoever. So we were getting murderers, rapists, child pedophiles, the whole gamut. Not that it was everyone, but they're still coming through. We've had instances of those on the terror watch list came through. So ICE is in the process of finding these illegal immigrants with these records, and they're deporting them back to their home countries.
Why are they wearing masks?
Because
why are they wearing masks and acting like that? I mean, that's
all right. So I'm going to answer it with this: they have been doxxed in a lot of cases, and if you don't know what that means,
no, I don't know what that means.
That means people are getting hold of the phone numbers and the addresses of where these ICE agents live and publicizing them, putting it out on the internet. That is against...
I don't believe that at all.
That is against federal law.
That's what they're saying, probably.
Threats against ICE agents are up like 5,000% in the last year because of that. So the reason for... and their families are getting threatened as well because of these doxing incidents that are taking place. So as a result, they are wearing masks to hide their identities with the intent of safety for themselves and their families.
What about beating up on them religious leaders?
Well, again,
I did
not see the news that you're talking about, but in so many of these instances, Pete, ICE agents are going to do their job, and they're being met with resistance. And if somebody throws something at them, if somebody lays hands on a federal agent,
they can be arrested.
That's when they're getting arrested. So my guess is that priest that you saw did one of those things.
I didn't see it. I watched it on there. It didn't look like he did anything to me.
Well, of course, the news, they're not going to show you what preceded something. They're only going to show you the aftermath.
When I seen that guy came here, was 30 years, worked as a gardener. He had 3 sons that served in the United States Marine Corps in Iraq and Afghanistan. They chased him down and beat him up. Now, I got eyes. I can see. There was no newspaper in there making that out to be. Let me finish with this.
Yeah.
We might as well send back the Statue of Liberty because we sure ain't living up to what the French, when they brought it over here, told us that we was a great country, because we sure ain't living up to that.
Okay. Pete.
Anyway,
right,
thanks
Pete.
for letting me speak my mind.
Not a problem,
Bye.
Pete. You have a great afternoon. Bye-bye. Hey, to the caller on line 2, bear with me for a minute. I got to take a quick break, but you are the first up after this.
Hey everyone, this is Josh Krysak here, letting you know that it's not too late to purchase a shed, carport, or building due to the cold weather that's upon us. Ron from Ultimate Structures will explain.
Here at Ultimate Structures, we go full-time, year-round to service our customers. Don't let the cold weather discourage you from purchasing the storage building for your needs. Our manufacturers and installation crews keep chugging through the cold weather. There may be minor delays due to snow and ice, but you can be assured every attempt will be made to get your building up and ready to protect your valuables.
That is great news to hear, Ron. Our listeners can still purchase a shed, carport, garage, or building to fit their needs.
Customers can call me anytime to discuss their needs at 724-557-3281. That's 724-557-3281. We can sit down and design what you desire. Come out to our mega lot to view models to fulfill your dreams. We are Ultimate Structures, satisfying Fayette County customers since 2007.
Oak Pizza in downtown Uniontown is your one-stop shop for the most unique pizzas in the region. From the masterminds behind the Fat Angelo's franchise, Oak Pizza is the laboratory where the Fat Angelo's food scientists test their creations and let you be the judge. With traditional favorites like pepperoni and buffalo chicken pizzas to more experimental offerings like the sesame seed-infused Mad Pie or the spicy chicken pickle pizza, Oak has you covered. Order today at oakpizzas.com or by calling 724-439-5805. Your taste buds will thank you.
As the gift-giving season gets closer and near, our quaint little shop is filled with gift-giving cheer. These shelves overflowing from floor to top tier. Stop, browse, and shop. You'll think Santa's been here. Gifts made for giving or something just for yourself. You pick it, we'll wrap it, like having your own personal elf. Strap, 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown. Holiday-themed jewelry, fun fashion turquoise, handbags, boots, accessories, candles, gifts, and lots more. All wrapped up in a nice shopping environment. Very modest pricing, unique selections, friendly customer service, and fun hospitality. Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 5 and Saturdays from 10 to 3. Our 4th annual Boots, Bags, and Bling Holiday Shopping Open House is on Saturday, December 6th from 11 to 5. Refreshments, door prizes, a fun-filled event, and everyone is welcome. Strap 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown. 724-557-6184. Shop small, shop local, shop tangible, shop Strap.
Looking for a fireplace? Koval Building Supply at 40 Monroe Avenue in Uniontown is more than your plumbing supply store. We specialize in fireplaces of all fuel types, such as gas, wood, pellet, and electric. We're now featuring Harmon pellet stoves from Forge and Flame, perfect for keeping your family warm and cozy. Call Koval today at 724-437-8824 or visit kovalsupply.com to start planning for the winter season. Koval Building Supply, everything you need to make your house feel like home.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings.
Tune in to WMBS Saturday mornings at 8:20 for Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, certified financial planner, investment advisory representative, syndicated columnist, and author, as he addresses such income issues as planning for retirement, future health care expenses, avoiding financial pitfalls, and much more. That's Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, Saturday mornings at 8:20 right here on WMBS, where Gary Boatman welcomes your calls at 724-243-3075. That's 724-243-3075.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. The caller had been waiting very patiently and hung up within the last 30 seconds. So give me a call back. Would love to hear from you. In the meantime, both lines are now open, so give me a buzz. We've got about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes left here in hour one of What's on Your Mind, so plenty of time. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line 724-438-4593. So I'm sorry that Pete doesn't recognize this country anymore. He brought up, I think he said it was his grandfather, maybe his father, grandfather came over in the late 1800s. We had, it was a different time, different laws on the books. We had, back then, immigrants came to this country wanting to contribute, wanting to work, wanting to chase the American dream. That, if you worked hard, you could become anything you wanted. I'm not so sure that's the case anymore. It seems, maybe we're getting back to that, but prior, maybe the last administration, in previous administrations, the American dream was to come to America and get free stuff. Not all, but for a large number, in my opinion. Statue of Liberty still works. Yes, we want immigrants. They're welcome with open arms, but there's a way to go about that. If you were to enter Mexico illegally, you get thrown in jail. Did you know that? Just wanted to pass that along. Hey, CBS News is next. News from around the world, around the country. And then TJ, he'll be in here with the local news, sports, and weather. Who knows? Maybe he's got an update on Aaron Rodgers' wrist injury. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But if anybody knows, TJ know, and he'll let us know. Oh, well, this is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's going to be 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The acting head of FEMA has resigned. Correspondent Peter King has the latest.
Several current and former Homeland Security officials tell CBS News David Richardson resigned this morning. His tenure was marked by controversy from day one when he told FEMA employees not to get in his way or, quote, I will run right over you. He was also criticized for FEMA's response to last summer's floods, which claimed 130 lives in Texas. FEMA officials told us that Richardson was unreachable for hours, and that slowed efforts to deploy search and rescue teams. Richardson later called FEMA's performance a model for disaster response. Peter King, CBS News.
A federal judge wants to see all of the materials presented to a grand jury when it secured the indictment against former FBI Director James Comey. CBS's Scott McFarlane has more on today's developments.
This is a rare thing, a federal judge ordering grand jury materials handed over to a criminal defendant. But in a 24-page ruling, the judge explained his rationale, saying there's concerns about how the grand jury was conducted, some gaps in time between the handing over of the materials and the handing back of the indictment.
The U.S. attorney who filed the charges, Lindsay Halligan, is a former White House aide with no prior prosecutorial experience. House Republican leaders expect to hold a vote tomorrow on forcing the full release of the Justice Department's files on Jeffrey Epstein. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns on Capitol Hill.
What you're going to see tomorrow is a lot of Republicans signing on to this because this is something that they all wanted, before Trump took office. The question is what the Senate does, because before Trump's comments over the weekend encouraging people to vote for it, the Senate had no appetite to take this up.
As many as 130 people were arrested in the Trump administration's latest immigration crackdown, this time in Charlotte, North Carolina. CBS's Camilo Montoya Galvez reports on what's next.
New Orleans appears to be the next target of the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. Border Patrol is preparing to send as many as 200 federal agents to New Orleans to arrest people they suspect are in the country illegally.
Vicky Barker reports from London. Britain is cracking down on migrants.
British Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood announcing
the most significant reform to our migration system in modern times,
including fast-track deportations of asylum seekers convicted of crimes or of migrants who arrive illegally, returning some asylum seekers to their home countries if those countries are later deemed safe, and making others wait 20 years to apply for permanent residence here.
On Wall Street at this hour, stocks are lower, the Dow off more than 400. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's no place like home, and no thing like winning. Now, till the end of November, just be the sixth caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
And you'll win $30 worth of Snow Place Like Home scratch-off tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery with festive fun and 10 top prizes of $20,000. Play today and let it snow winnings. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
For personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109 or visit ppcp.org.
Or serving number 3,944.
One of Hollywood's brightest stars. Here's Steve Kathan.
I need you to trust me one last time.
Tom Cruise has been a big movie star for years, but until last night, he never held his very own Oscar. The 63-year-old Cruise received an honorary Academy Award at the Governor's Awards in L.A.
I will always do everything I can to help this art form, to support and champion new voices, to protect what makes cinema powerful, and hopefully without too many more broken bones. That would be nice.
Cruise has been nominated 4 times for an Oscar, 3 times for acting, once as a producer. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Just in time for Thanksgiving, bird flu cases are on the rise again. That includes 2 million turkeys. They make up just 2% of the U.S. poultry stocks, but 24% of the new bird flu cases. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
And good afternoon. It is 2:05. It is sunny and 43 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather will follow the news. A tractor-trailer caught fire after crashing off Route 119 South near Route 21 in South Union Township, Fayette County this morning. There were no injuries, according to dispatchers, and it's unclear what caused the crash. No further information has been released. State troopers and Latrobe police responding to a domestic violence call in Derry Township over the weekend exchanged gunfire with a resident who ultimately was fatally shot by law enforcement. Trooper Steve Lamani said today. When police were called to James Street on Saturday evening, they were told that someone in the home who was involved in the domestic had fired shots. Lamani said 28-year-old Ryan Hunker was on the front porch when he and police exchanged gunfire. Neighbors said they heard 5 to 7 gunshots after police got there. Investigators were at the scene until the early morning hours on Sunday. Hunker lived there with a woman for about 6 months to a year, and police had responded to the home in the past for domestic violence calls. A record 81.8 million Americans are set to travel during the Thanksgiving holiday, with about 90%, or 73 million, planning to drive to their destinations. That's according to AAA. Despite the disruption to air travel during the longest-running government shutdown in U.S. history, which ended November the 12th, AAA projects that about 6.1 million Americans will fly during Thanksgiving week. The FAA is grounding flight restrictions ordered during the government shutdown. Here's more from Rory O'Neill.
An end to the FAA's emergency order means airlines are resuming normal operations after the longest government shutdown in history strained the air traffic system. A reduction in flights at 40 major airports began a week ago, meant to address fatigue and staffing issues among air traffic controllers who were going unpaid. The decision to end the cutbacks was made following an FAA review of safety trends. I'm Rory O'Neill.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, we have college basketball tonight. Pitt will host Bucknell at the Peterson Event Center. Pregame 6:30, tip-off at 7 on WMBS. Following Pitt hoops, it'll go NFL. We'll go to the NFL. Monday Night Football wraps up week number 11 as Dallas will visit Las Vegas. The Steelers, they're 6-4. They'll visit the 7-3 Chicago Bears Sunday afternoon. Kickoff at 1 on WMBS. No updates on Aaron Rodgers yet. Most likely we'll hear about that tomorrow from Coach Mike Tomlin when he addresses the media.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
The Weather Watch is being brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Call Nate at 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Get a free quote now.
Sunny 45 the rest of the afternoon, mainly clear and 30 tonight. Cloudy tomorrow with some rain in the afternoon, 43. Right now, sunny and 43 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. At 2:10 on this Monday afternoon, I'm TJ DeStefano. And up next, it's Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
The Weather Watch has been brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Nate is there for you. Call 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
For the best lunch spot in town, visit Titlow Tavern and Grill on West Main Street in Uniontown. Serving up lunch including daily specials and daily dinner specials, including Wednesday pasta and parm nights with chicken parm for $15 and veal parm for $19. And half-priced apps and $1 off drinks during happy hour Tuesday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 10. Titlows is also booking private parties. Call them today, 724-437-6749, or order online.
Are you looking for personalized healthcare you can trust? At Montgomery Medical, they're accepting new patients.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Thomas. Having a primary care provider means better overall health, from preventative care to managing chronic conditions. We're here to support you every step of the way.
That's right. Hi, I'm Jenna Lutzka, a physician assistant. Plus, we have same-day appointments and walk-in same-day care available too. We're here for you.
Join the Montgomery Medical family today by calling 724-569-8100 to schedule your appointment. A family tradition of family medicine.
Take the Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. This is flu season. Call Hickson Boss at 724-437-2828 and ask about flu shot availability and other vaccines. Free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and dependable courteous service are Hickson Boss' way of doing business. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
One of the most incredible architectural masterpieces in the United States is right here in Fayette County. And this fall is your chance to see the work being done to preserve this national treasure as work continues to fortify Frank Lloyd Wright's Fallingwater, a world-famous work of architecture that's on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Fallingwater invites you to Fayette County Appreciation Day on Sunday, November 23rd to see their multi-year historic preservation effort in action, in addition to the always breathtaking home itself. Fallingwater is offering free tours for Fayette County residents on Sunday, November 23rd. Book your free tour of Fallingwater in advance by calling 724-329-8501. Falling Waters Preservation and Action Tours will take place between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Be sure to make your reservation in advance and don't miss your chance to witness this once-in-a-lifetime preservation tour of Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. I'm your host. It's open conversation. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open right now, no waiting, so give me a buzz on that. We are brought to you by Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. All right, just to go back over my list here again. Again, it's my list. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. Realtor.com, through their analysis and whatever, has determined that the Pittsburgh region has the lowest median listing price of homes on the market. $250,000 is the median listing price in the Pittsburgh region. That's $150,000 below the national median. This comes on the heels of earlier this year. Realtor.com also said that Pittsburgh is the only metro area where owning your home, where first-time homeowners pay less on mortgage than they were prior, when they were paying rent prior to buying. President Trump is threatening a $5 million lawsuit against BBC for, their editing practices. It deals with a documentary that BBC did where they took parts of the president's speech from January 6, 2021 that were roughly an hour apart and spliced them together to give a whole new meaning to the speech, completely opposite of what he had actually said. Two BBC upper management people, editors and whatnot, have resigned in the wake of this. So no word, though, whether the president is really going to go through with this threat or not. Air traffic controllers, there is the question as to whether they should be privatized. In other words, employees of private businesses should take place. This is on the heels of the government shutdown that ended just last week, where air traffic controllers, well, most of them continued to work without pay. Others, they would call off work, and it led to the thousands of flight delays, the thousands of flight cancellations, the shutdown of some air corridors because just not enough air traffic controllers to keep an eye on our skies. So the argument is if they were to be privatized, well, they would not be affected by any future shutdowns and therefore would continue working. Steelers won 34-12 yesterday against the Cincinnati Bengals. They maintain a one-game lead over the Baltimore Ravens. In yesterday's game, quarterback Aaron Rodgers got injured right at the end of the first half, replaced in the second half by Mason Rudolph, who led the team the rest of the way to victory and in my opinion, did a very good job of handling the offense. The Supreme Court is going to hear arguments as to when asylum seekers arrive at the United States to ask for that status. The new terminal at the Pittsburgh International Airport opens tomorrow. So I'm asking for our frequent air travelers out there, are you looking forward to this? I guess one of the big things, there is no longer going to be that, the subway tram that'll take you from the land side to the air side. That's goes away. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe quicker times on getting luggage after you arrive. A couple other things, more restaurant options and stuff. So, are you looking forward to the new terminal? President Trump is now urging legislators to pass legislation that will release the Epstein files. So he says it's just a distraction that need not be there. So get it out in the open, deal with it, and then move on. Let's see here. What else? All right, I'm asking, Thanksgiving, not too far away. Pumpkin pie or apple pie? What's your favorite? And does it hinge on whether it's fresh out of the oven or not? So apple pie. I like both pumpkin and apple. But if apple pie to me is fresh out of the oven and hot, okay, I'm going to take the apple pie every time. Otherwise, if it's cold, well, that's up in the air. Up in the air. And then singers that have passed away. Are there any artists that you wish were still with us, that you miss? You miss new recordings. You miss their music. Who is that? Who is that? So, and I wonder also. So, does this fall more towards soloists or to somebody that was part of a band or a group? So, for instance, and I'll use artists that I know of. Karen Carpenter. Yeah, it was a duo with her brother, but she did all the singing. As opposed to Mama Cass, who was with the Mamas and the Papas. I mean, I know she did a couple solo things before she passed away. But I don't know that. I know her from the Mamas and the Papas. Now, when she had passed away, Mama Cass, the group had already broken up. It's not to say they wouldn't have gotten together again at some later date. So maybe we need to break it up into two categories. So those of being a solo artist as opposed to somebody that was a member of a band, maybe was the primary singer in that band but shared those duties. Might have gone off on a solo career that may or may not have gone well. There's a few. Lionel Richie, Phil Collins. There's others, I'm sure. Those what come to mind. So who do you miss? Who do you miss? So I'll say Karen Carpenter for me. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful voice. And given time, I could probably come up with others. So, but there you go. So that's what's on my list. If you got something on your list, by all means, give me a buzz. I want to hear from you. If, after all, today's show is, and every show is what's on your mind, not necessarily on mine. If we have a conversation, I'll add my 10 cents worth. inflation. So it's no longer 2 cents, it's 10 cents worth. So there's that. So the Trump administration has announced, though, that they're really shifting gears, and they're going to attack high prices with the intent of bringing those prices down. The administration says they've got inflation pretty much under control. But prices haven't, they've stopped climbing. But the point is to get pricing down. There are some outliers there, like beef. Beef continues to rise, and actually we've got some forecasters predicting $10 a pound ground beef sometime next year. Ouch. And that's apparently we have a shortage of beef cattle in this country, that the herds are at their lowest point in, I don't know, decades maybe. And so that's part of the reason for meat prices being so high. And when the president says, well, he wants to start importing more beef from South America, there's yells against doing that. So I don't know. But anyway, so your thoughts on that now. The part of the administration is you are seeing that in some items as new trade deals are struck, tariffs are coming off on those items. So therefore, pricing is coming back down. But again, they're going up, not just stopping inflation, but getting prices lower in general. So your thoughts as far as that is concerned with, current events. What else here do you want to chat about? Hey, I don't know if you heard this, and I don't remember the young man's name. Cornerback for the New York Jets was shot in the early hours yesterday in Manhattan. It's listed in critical condition. You got to wonder, what was he doing Saturday night, Sunday morning at 2 a.m. out on the streets of Manhattan when he had a game the next day? Regardless of the circumstances and whether he should have or should not have been there at the time, he was still shot and is listed in critical condition. I don't think he's necessarily out of the woods yet. But anyway, excuse me. So any comments you might have on that is welcome as well. So, all righty. But I'll tell you what, we're getting close enough. I'm going to take a quick little break. Both lines are open. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593, and we'll start some new conversation right after this.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
It's Truck Month at Thurby's Riverside Ford. We've got the deals and the inventory. Get a new 2025 Ford F-150 4x4 with 3.9% financing for 72 months, plus $2,250 in factory incentives. How about a new 2025 Super Duty with $3,500 in factory rebates or 3.9% financing for 60 months? Oh, it's Truck Month for sure. And it's SUV season here as well. All new 2025 Ford Explorers come with 3.9% financing and a $1,500 factory rebate. Let's talk about the new 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend all-wheel drive. Lease for $399 per month for 36 months and 10,500 miles per year. Ford financing required, tax and license extra, first payment due on lease, no security deposit required. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award-winning dealer, 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They could also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Your local station, WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Alrighty, so Brick Rawlins, she is the Secretary of Agriculture. Back when she first took control as Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, she ordered that the states share information. The purpose was so they could cross-check and make sure that people weren't double dipping, getting benefits from more than one state. Only 29 states so far have followed those instructions, that directive. Well, now that the government is back in business, Ms. Rawlins has, and the administration, ordered that every recipient of SNAP benefits now has to reapply. Not that they're being stopped right now, but they have to reapply for those benefits. The reason to do so is to, well, make sure that, one, they meet the income requirements to qualify for SNAP benefits, and also for these, well, basically eliminating the potential for fraud. So if you're getting rid of the current data, the current recipients, and you're starting a whole new data list based off of this, well, potentially you're going to do away with a good portion of fraud. So currently, with the 29 states that have gone along with the directive, they have found 186,000 deceased individuals on the SNAP rolls receiving benefits. And 500,000 are receiving SNAP benefits in more than one state. So that's going to cut down on the amount of money. It's not that you're going to deny anybody that's currently receiving benefits if they qualify, because they've not changed the qualifications. Whatever it was, whatever the qualifications were last month is what they're going to be this month. Whatever they were 6 months ago, it hasn't changed. You just they want to start a new database with the purpose of eliminating fraud, thereby saving the taxpayers money. I don't see a problem with that, do you? It's not interrupting anybody's SNAP payments unless they are found to no longer qualify, or they've been receiving them illegally in the first place, collecting somebody's deceased benefit, getting benefits twice. So your thoughts on that? That's going to go to the same phone number, 724-438-4593. So I'm happy to see that. Absolutely, I'm happy to see that. Why? You know, I guess there's no money in it for the individual states. You know, states share information when it comes to moving violations. You know, if I go to the state of Delaware and I'm caught speeding and I'm issued a ticket, if I don't pay that fine, Delaware has an agreement with Pennsylvania where they'll tell Pennsylvania, hey, Russ Rhodes, he owes us money. He hasn't paid his speeding ticket fine. Well, the state of Pennsylvania then will suspend my license. And Pennsylvania has the reciprocal agreement. Somebody from Delaware comes here, gets caught speeding, they don't find it. They tell Delaware, and the state of Delaware suspends that person. So I guess unless there's money involved that goes directly to the state, they don't share information. Why would you not? In instances like that, why would the states not share information? Unless the states themselves maybe are involved in the fraud somewhat. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical here, where I don't trust government. You know, they know very well that, you know, Mr. John Doe has moved out of my state and he's living next door, living in the next state over, and I know Mr. John Doe's collecting benefits from that state, but if I keep him on the rolls here, we're going to get reimbursed by the federal government for him as well. And, well, since I no longer have to pay that out, I can now spend that money elsewhere. I can pretend I'm giving it to Mr. John Doe, but I'm actually going to give it to somebody else. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe that's why the states don't share information. So anyway, that's what the Department of Agriculture is starting to do. What the timeline is, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that needs to be taken care of now. I'm sure there's some kind of letter going out, some kind of communication from the Department of Agriculture to the individual states, at which time the individual states will reach out to the recipients and say, hey, you have until X day to submit new paperwork. So, again, how it's going to work, I don't know. All right, what else? What else you want to chat about? Football playoffs, or high school, are ongoing. So all the WPIAL champions have been crowned, and they now start working in the state playoffs. So that's another couple weeks for all of that to play out. College football is starting to wind down. A couple more weeks left in that. And then the league championship series are going to take place, and bowl games, and then the playoff system for the eventual NCAA championship. Those teams will be announced, and that play will start. So all that is still coming. Again, Notre Dame, they handled Pitt pretty well Saturday. I'm sure Ron Berry's going to be insufferable tomorrow when he's on the radio. And that's okay. He's got that right, huh? Just like, Brian is a big OSU fan. Well, you went to OSU. So, his Buckeyes are number one, and he's goes around with puffs his chest up and says, yeah, I'm not worried about anybody else. We're the best. So that game's going to be interesting in the Big Ten, though. If things continue, the Big Ten championship looks like it's coming down to OSU, Ohio State, and Indiana University. So that's going to be an interesting game to see how that turns out. Indiana, who, 2 years ago, I'm not even sure. I think they made 6 wins and were bowl eligible. But last year, just came out of nowhere and competed. So, and this year undefeated in the Big Ten along with Ohio State. So, just kind of people are probably scratching their heads. How the heck did Indiana turn it around so quickly? So, kind of looking forward. And I'm an Indiana fan. I'll admit that. So, you know what? I'm just thinking if that happens and Indiana wins, I wonder if Brian will somehow take it out on me. Wouldn't be surprised if there was some retribution taken out. Anyway, okay. Enough of that. So we can talk college football as well if you want, or just about anything you want. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. It is, I mentioned this earlier, beautiful day. The temperature's actually gone up 2 degrees since I walked in the door here. It's now up to 43. And the sun is shining out. It's an absolutely beautiful day. Just put an extra layer of clothing on and head on outside, and the air is nice and crisp and clean. It's a great day. So head on outside, enjoy this weather. Basketball tonight, going back to college basketball. Bucknell visits Pitt. 6:30 pregame tonight. 7 o'clock is tip-off. when that game is over, we're going to switch directly into Monday Night Football, where the Dallas Cowboys are visiting the Las Vegas Raiders. So, is it weird? Is it just me, or is it still kind of weird calling them Las Vegas? And has one team moved more often than the Raiders? You know, Oakland, down to L.A., back to Oakland, and now out to Las Vegas. Has one team moved more than the Raiders? So I got a feeling they're in Las Vegas to stay because it's a brand-new stadium that's being built for them, or has been built. But, yeah, okay. There you go on that. So 724-438-4593. Let's see if there's anything else new popping up that we can chat about. Just going through this real quick. Well, all right. How about this one? A majority of Americans in a poll, I think it's 55%, and I forget who conducted the poll, said that Republicans won the shutdown. They got what they wanted. I think only like 6% say Democrats won, and other ones say, well, both sides lost. So, and not because of the poll, but just because of how the shutdown ended and everything, there's a number of people on the left, on the Democrat side, saying that Chuck Schumer, who currently is the Senate Minority Leader, is no longer an effective leader and needs to be replaced. And this is coming from Democrats within the party. It's coming from those outside the party. Those members of the squad are talking about it. So do you think Senator Schumer should be replaced as Senate Minority Leader? And I don't know the process for that. I suppose there within the caucus they could have some kind of vote of no confidence and vote in a new minority leader. They don't have to wait for an election to take place. I don't think. I don't know their caucus rules, but that's my guess. If that takes place, who should take his place? Who should take his place? Now, remember, it's got to be well, you know what? I don't know for sure. But I think, I'm pretty sure it would have to be a fellow Democrat in the Senate. Who would that be? You know, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, John Fetterman. Who do you think if it comes to that point, or if Senator Schumer decides to step down, who should take his spot? I think it's funny that members in the House, Democrat members in the House, are speaking up about this as well. Cory Booker from New Jersey is another name that's been bandied about. So who do you blame? Who won the shutdown? And should Senator Schumer be replaced? So 724-438-4593. Part of that was dealing with the tax subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. They expire at the end of this year. Reports are that, premiums will double, will increase 50%, even double. Who knows? I'm sure the insurance companies are still trying to figure out and navigate what the heck is going on. Part of the negotiation, the agreed upon outcome of the shutdown was that the Senate is going to vote on extending those benefits. There was no promise that it would pass, just that a promise that the Senate would be allowed to vote. It's also been indicated that Republicans will be coming to the table with a proposed new health care legislation of some kind. What that means, I don't know. Not a whole heck of a lot has been leaked at this point as far as what some of the proposals have been. Some of it, I do know, has been basically a check sent out to you to open up a health savings account. So that's part of it. Does that solve it? I don't know. All that's doing is kind of, to me, putting a Band-Aid on it. It doesn't take care of the fact that there is a high cost to health care. Hospitalization stays are high. Procedures are high. The cost of drugs are high. The cost of testing is high. So ultimately, you can do as much subsidies as you want, but there's not going to be any savings until the cost of health care comes down. So how do you do that? I guess that's why we send everybody to the House and the Senate. Let them worry about it so you and I don't, huh? I don't know. Hey, got to take a quick little break. When we come back, though, you and I will finish out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with some conversation. Both lines are open. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593.
Live Casino is celebrating its 5-year anniversary by giving away $50,000 in prizes. Get in on the fun November 17th through 23rd. Play with your Live Rewards card for a chance to win your share of $50,000 in prizes. Plus, enjoy $5 specials all week long, like our $5 social margaritas, $5 nachos, $5 pretzels, and more. Celebrate 5 at Live. Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for borrowing our special Fayette 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
They're all coming to your house again for the holidays. Your favorite aunt and uncle from out of town. Friends from across the state. Remember last Thanksgiving when Joe seemed to eat more turkey and stuffing than the chair could support? Remember when the table legs seemed to cry out with all the food weighing it down? Wouldn't it be nice to enjoy a hearty dinner amongst all your family and friends while sitting around a charming dining set from Chesler's Fine Furniture and not having to hold your breath every time someone sits down? Chesler's can make it all possible with a wide variety of graceful and pleasing styles that will offer elegance for your dining area. If you are looking for a formal set, select a two-tone gray and oak set, sale priced at $19.99 with a matching buffet at $12.99. Maybe you just need a small 5-piece set. They are priced starting at $5.99. Chesler's has a large selection of 3, 5, and 7-piece sets ready for immediate delivery. Credit terms and delivery are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, where customers send their friends. Oak Pizza in downtown Uniontown is your one-stop shop for the most unique pizzas in the region. From the masterminds behind the Fat Angelo's franchise, Oak Pizza is the laboratory where the Fat Angelo's food scientists test their creations and let you be the judge. With traditional favorites like pepperoni and buffalo chicken pizzas to more experimental offerings like the sesame seed-infused Mad Pie or the spicy chicken pickle pizza, Oak has you covered. Order today at oakpizzas.com or by calling 724-439-5805. Your taste buds will thank you.
There's no place like home, and no thing like winning. Now, till the end of November, just be the sixth caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holiday.
And you'll win $30 worth of Snow Place Like Home scratch-off tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery, with festive fun and 10 top prizes of $20,000. Play today and let it snow winnings. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got 4 minutes left in today's show. Plenty of time for you to give me a buzz. WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital, talk line 724-438-4593. Looking forward to hearing from you. So the Steelers won 34-12. Take on the Chicago Bears in a week, next Sunday. So what is your thoughts as far as the rest of the season goes? What are your thoughts? 6-4 is the record right now, right? What is that? 7 games to go? Is that correct on that? So what are your thoughts? Will the Steelers make the playoffs? Do you think they will? If they do, will they win, or is it just going to be the same thing as happened in the past number of years? One and done. They lose the first game of the playoffs. What's your predictions for the Steelers moving forward? There's a lot of sentiment about Mike Tomlin. Has his time come and gone here in Pittsburgh? Is it time to part ways for Mike Tomlin, or is he the best thing since sliced bread and we hang on to him till the bitter end? If the Steelers make the playoffs and lose in the first round, is he gone? Or does he get another year? If he fails to make the playoffs, but still has that precious winning record, does he stay? If he has a losing record, the first one, does he get fired? Or, I can remember Chuck Noll at one point towards the end. Mr. Rooney had gone to him and said, you know what? We need to make some changes here, Chuck. Either get a whole new staff or we're just going to fire everybody, including you. Well, Mr. Noll went and got a whole new assistant coaching staff. Does that same scenario take place? And will it make a difference? I'm told, I don't have any proof of this, but I'm told that our coaching staff is one of the lower paid staffs in the NFL. Do the Steelers, so if that's the case, do the Steelers take some of the blame, the management, as to what's taken place with the Steelers over the last few years? And do they need to ante up? And pay, we've got the highest paid defense, or the top two anyway. Do we need to step it up as far as our coaching staff? So I guess all that conversation's kind of put on hold since they did win yesterday. But I'm sure if they lose this coming Sunday, it's going to pop right back up again. So anyway, it's an ongoing conversation one way or another. So anyway, hey, just about out of time on today's show. So we'll get to do this again tomorrow. Open conversation. Wednesday, I have a guest in here, Dr. Amy from Alpha Veterinary Services. She'll be back on again. We're going to talk about, well, pet care, mainly dogs, but we're going to throw some cat care in there as well. So we don't want to discriminate against the feline friends of ours. So that's Wednesday's show. Hey, CBS News is next, followed by TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. A federal judge has lashed out at the Justice Department for its prosecution of former FBI Director James Comey, describing what he called a disturbing pattern of profound investigative missteps in seeking the indictment. CBS's Scott McFarlane is covering.
James Comey has denied wrongdoing and pleaded not guilty to making a false statement to Congress. What the judge has done here has ordered the grand jury materials be handed over to Comey's defense team. That is a